Real quick about color match on sealing wax red, how to get the right formula. And I've seen anything from rosy pink or rosy, I'm trying to say, rosy red pink, I guess, to orange on this color. And you know, it's such a medium color. It's actually a red with a bit of brown to it is the actual color, and it doesn't really have much pink. I mean, there's just a hint in it, but you see these buses at the shows, and I mean, I've literally seen a huge array of colors to match that, and I'm going to tell you guys how to get the color right. How to get this color right in most places that you know have this product, so there's a way to do it. So this is, what is it, this is L53 Sealing Wax Red VW. So how do you get this color to match as closely as possible with the formulas that are out there in the computers? And you know, a lot of you guys are struggling with this. You want it to look right, you want it to match good. When you see the color on the vehicle, you'll know it looks right. You can go to Glasser and you can go spend a ridiculous amount of money, and it'll be right. And you know, you'll be out $1,500 or whatever out of your pocket to buy materials, or even more. Or you can watch this video and I'll show you how you get it right. So I had this gallon from Matrix here. Their paint's really good. For the price, you can't beat Matrix, really. And this is Valspar right here. And the paint store didn't have any Valspar at the time. Or they had Valspar, but they didn't have any. They didn't have the toners or something like that, so they wanted to make it Matrix, and the guy made it up, and it ended up working out. But this Valspar is a really good match. Now, you can't just go and say, hey, I want a quart of Valspar in sealing wax red. They're going to give you single stage urethane. And the things and with my experience with single stage urethane, that color, their color is usually pretty far off when you get single stage urethane. So keep this in mind. If you go down, you get the single stage urethane Valspar formula, more than likely you are going to have the wrong color. So with that knowing, and because I've already done this and had a really close match with it already, I verified this color with this one, and it's very, very close. In fact, it's so close that it's almost exactly the same, if it isn't the same. So anyway, what you want to do is, this is the formula right here. You can pause the video, write it down if you want, take a snapshot of it, take it to the paint store. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Focus. Okay, but this is what was done. See, this is the formula, but this is not the product. This is the formula for single stage urethane. But what they did is they made it in base coat. So they used the same formula, the same colorants, and made it in a base coat, and this is the color, and it matches very, very, very close to the original. So if you're out trying to figure out sealing wax red, go to the paint store that sells Valspar base coat. Have them look up the formula for single stage urethane Valspar. It'll come up, and have them make it in base coat. Have them use the same colorants and make it in base coat, which doesn't come out the same when you make it with single stage urethane. Usually it comes out different. So anyway, that's how you do it. If you don't know how to do that, if you are having difficulty, call these guys here and go buy their paint. places in Riverside called Riverside Paint, Riverside, California. Either if you don't want to drive out, have them ship it to you. They're nice people. Their prices are pretty good, and this is not too expensive. You know, it wasn't that much money for this quart of paint. And you know, if you base coat it with something else and you put this over it, then you don't need very much paint to actually paint the bottom part of your bus. So anyway, that's a little heads up on how to make your sealing wax red match. All right. Otherwise, you might just you take something down, you get it eye matched. Listen, this is the big problem. People are taking stuff down, and they take down their gas door, and they go down, hey, you want to eye match that? The guy eye matches it, and the problem is it's faded. So now you match the faded color, and it doesn't match the actual original. This has been tested. I tested it underneath in the back with you know, sunlight with a special light that you light up to make sure to see, you know, color matching light, and it matches really, really, really close to the original color. So that's probably about the closest match you can get without using glycerate. So anyway, that might help you guys out that are trying to get this made up and don't want to spend, you know, ridiculous amount of money for glycerate. Talk to you in the next video.